We are back. We are back at the bottom of the hour. This is your boy I'm at Ab Studios, Big Vern. This is your boy Big Vern. We just got done covering the Chicago Bears being the Chicago Bears and them basically getting taken and giving away quarterbacks for. I will say this. This is the most shocking thing that I've seen. That the GMs in the AFC North are some of the shrewdest businessmen, and they have some of the most one-way deals that benefit their organization. I think that they can be learned from. I'll be honest with you, because Cleveland, they took Denver for a ride. They got Jerry Jeudy and for absolutely nothing. We covered that on the show. Now you got Pittsburgh. They took Denver for, Russell Wilson. They were going to cut Russell anyway. They figured they couldn't get anything for him. That was a bonehead move. And then not only did they take Chicago once, but they got him again, and they got Justin Fields out of it. If I'm Pittsburgh, I'm not even looking at a quarterback for the next 2 years. I'm not looking for a quarterback for the next 2 years. I can get my defensive line together. I can get my O-line together. I can go ahead and strengthen that running back core. I can build my wide receiving room up. I mean, Jesus. And then Derrick Henry waltzes right over to the Baltimore Ravens like, hey, ta-da. Just a lot of good stuff. Man, those dudes, they're running a masterclass in the AFC North of how you do business. Jesus. All right. So leaving that story of Chicago being Chicago, we're going to jump now to college football, and we've got the stupidity of Greg Scruggs, the Michigan defensive line coach who got suspended, wait a minute, for DUI. Yes, he got suspended for a DUI. And he's suspended indefinitely. So, roll a clip. I love that one. Out of most of the ones that we've done, that one's probably one of the best ones. However, the Michigan defensive line coach, Greg Scruggs, now this is coming to you out of NBC Sports. He was suspended indefinitely while the football program and the athletic director reviewed details of his arrest for suspected driving drunk. Wolverines coach, Sharon Moore, stated Scruggs made an unfortunate mistake. You think, it's 2024. Who's still driving drunk? If you're over the age of 17 and you're still driving drunk out here, or some states, they let you get your license when you're 16, it's never a good idea to get drunk and get behind the wheel. You endanger your life and others. In the age of Lyft, in the age of Uber, and the OG, a taxi, nobody should be driving drunk. Nobody. And if you want to get wasted, that's fine. Just do it without hurting other people. There are apps, dare I say, yes, apps where you can download and enter in what you want to drink booze-wise, and somebody will come and deliver the booze to your home. So you've made it home safe, coherent, you haven't hurt anybody, and you can sit right in the privacy of your own home and drink till your heart desires. We should not be getting behind the wheel, liquored up. I just don't believe people, that's not an unfortunate mistake. I'm sorry, Coach Moore. That's a stupid ass mistake. Again, Coach Moore goes on to say he made no excuses and has taken accountability for his actions. Really? What else was he going to do? It's him on a dash cam blowing in a breathalyzer. He can't tell you it's not him. It's him. The 33-year-old Scruggs was arrested for operating a vehicle while intoxicated at 3 a.m., even more heinous. 3 a.m. on a Saturday, you're boozed out of your mind, and you got behind the wheel. You could have got an Uber, you could have got a Lyft, even you would have had a designated driver. If I'm out with my buddies, somebody's been drinking, I personally don't drink. I don't drink and I don't smoke. But if I'm out with my buddies and they've been drinking and driving, they will have no problem saying, "Hey, Vern, come get me. Vernon, you be the driver tonight." Okay. Because they know, hey, look, if anything goes sideways, that guy, he's not drinking and he can get us where we are. Just gotta roll different. Gotta roll different. According to the Ann Arbor police, now that's what he was doing. Driving around Saturday, 3 a.m. wasted. In Ann Arbor, of all places. Jesus, just use some common sense. Scruggs, a former NFL defensive end, coached Wisconsin's defensive line last year. He was the New York Jets assistant defensive line coach in 2022, following 2 seasons as an assistant with the Cincinnati Bearcats. So what? I don't care where you worked at, man. You shouldn't be out here doing that. And I don't know what the investigation is going to entail, but do you really care? I mean, we can't sit here and say that we want the players to be accountable, we want the players to be respectful, but then you have the coaches that are out here partying 3 a.m. on a Saturday, all liquored up, and decide that they and they alone can get behind the wheel and make it home. Just a dumbass move, man. We're going to take a quick 20-second break from an unofficial sponsor of the show, and then we'll be back to put this thing to bed. This is Big Vern at Action. Subway, eat fresh, refresh. Try any of the signature Subway sub-series sandwiches. I'm sure they're delightful. Also, throw in a sidekick. You can add a foot-long cookie, a foot-long churro, and a pretzel. Subway, eat fresh, refresh. Visit your local folks at your Subway in your neighborhood. Download the app or order online. Subway, eat fresh, refresh. Okay, so getting back into Greg Scruggs and his stupid move at Michigan, especially when the Big Ten has these new teams in the Big Ten this year, UCLA, USC, Oregon, and Washington. You don't want it. The last thing you want to do is cost your team some sort of title shot. Not saying that this is going to be one of those things, but it's already hard for Coach Moore to fill certain places, because when Jim Harbaugh left and he went to LA, a lot of guys followed Harbaugh to LA. And so I get it. As Moore's trying to fill these positions, some guys are just bailing, and then some guys are signing up, and you're like, okay, so it's almost like you're plugging your finger in a dam. Just when you think you got it all figured out, this guy does this. It's like, come on, man, you're stressing me out. Even if you're working with somebody who you like, even if you relate this to a job that you have right now, and you're a supervisor, and you got your buddy on, and your buddy is messing up, and you got to hear from the higher ups all the time, you just turn around like, look, yo, Come on, bro. Put it in. Just get it together. That can strain a friendship. That can really strain a friendship. If a guy isn't pulling his weight and he's just falling back on, oh man, that's my guy. That's my guy. We did everything together. No, bro, you're about to get me fired. I've got bills. I got responsibility. This is how I feed myself. This is how I feed my family. And even though we're friends, hey, you might have to go. I pray this is not one of those things. I'm not a person who comes down on these people very hard. However, when you do things to endanger the lives of people around you for no reason other than your own self-ridiculousness, then yeah, you deserve to be excoriated. You deserve to be browbeaten. That you never do this again. But this is just a long list of guys who've done that this year. I don't know. Look, gonna lighten the mood. Gonna go ahead. We got much more show to go. This is Big Vern at Ab Stupid.